3, 2, 1. Just joking. I already started it, but
well,
welcome back, everybody, to the Team Rocket podcast. My name is
sir.
Jesse,
And I'm James, and we're blasting off into a whole new world. Featuring Janjo.
I can show you the world. Shining, superly expanding. Tell me, princess, now when do you last make your heart decide? I can open your eyes. Take it wonder by wonder. Over sideways and underwater. Magic carpet ride. A whole new world. A new fantastic world of you. No one to tell us no. Where to go. The Savior on his TV. I believe the sun. You are a whole new world to tell the lie. And all to the try to the bed. Oh, new world, I will survive. You have to see. I to survive. Just fair to let me share a whole new world with you. Whole new world. I will be between just a new face for you and me.
God damn.
Hold on, I gotta fix your volume, James. Say something again.
God damn.
There we go.
That was definitely a whole new world of decibel frequencies.
Oh, absolutely.
For our headphone listeners. Apologies. Sorry, not sorry. The mic couldn't handle the
Neither could I.
magic from
Jumpee, Jumpador, Jampanga, Janjo.
Jampanga, Jamparado. You guys might have heard that voice before through audio, but this is
the live.
This is live in the flesh, yo.
Yeah, it took so much convincing and persuading and bribing.
We had to work with his people to schedule a time when that would work best for him.
Like, he was just he had to stoop down to.
He catered to us, so he's doing us a favor.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Crazy. So good. So good.
Yeah. So he's been willing to not only sing our intro and outro for this episode, but also sit in on the podcast itself.
Just to hang out, look cute, get our views up, because just his presence alone will, just bring wonders.
Definitely wonders.
Wonders
Magic.
to social media, to this room,
Yep.
this very episode. Janjo, thank you.
And bring a whole new world for you and me.
Yes. Yeah. And your ears.
And our ears.
Yes.
This is once again, I get to call him Blood, my cousin. Janjo, Jepoy, Jumpee, Jamparado,
Jampanga.
Jampanga, Jump. Magana, Rumakal.
Janjo, before we continue this podcast, do you have any words to say to the viewers?
Thank you for having me. I hope you enjoy my music, even though this two guy is so driving crazy laughing while I'm singing.
We're laughing at. We're enjoying the blessing to our ears.
Yeah, I actually couldn't handle it.
I couldn't handle it
You
either.
could see it on my face. I was like, whoa.
It may have looked like I was laughing, but I was absolutely appreciating every single word.
Somebody call NBC's The Voice, because like they're looking for the voice, and
That is the voice, you know.
Yeah. Can we get a round of applause for that wonderful performance? I like the overlay of the cricket still
and
going
the
at
shouting here.
the same time as the applause. But yeah,
oh man, yo, let us know if you want more visitors on the pod, yo. If you do, either you gotta comment, like, subscribe, DM, straight up send us money so we can get another couch in here. That's the move, yo. We're trying to bring more people to the Team Rocket podcast. It's not just the Rocket, yo. It's a Team Rocket, yo. I want you to be part of this team, yo. Hashtag Team Rocket.
yeah, yo, you guys make this thing run just as much as Jesse does all the editing. You know.
What the fuck are you talking about, James? Yeah, this podcast would not be a podcast without you, yo. Team Rocket podcast.
Without us.
Us.
And without you guys.
Without you guys, yo. So like, subscribe.
So we can blast off together, yo.
Yeah, weird. We got as a team, yo.
Into a whole new world, yo.
1, 2, 3.
Blast
off. You too,
Can you do
Janjo.
that?
1, 2, 3. Blast off. Yeah, there you go. Like that.
Oh.
See? There we go. Man, yeah. Get us those subscribers, yo. We want to make this a big thing. We want to make it our lives, yo. I still gotta work full time because podcast isn't paying for anything yet, but that's okay. I'm doing it for you guys. Yeah. Doing it for us because we get to have moments like this. Moments like this where James is putting his leg on Janjo, and Janjo looks at me.
Trying to reclaim some of my personal space because Janjo's in my personal space.
That's facts, yeah.
Oh, never mind. He still has the leg up on me, literally.
Ooh, yeah. Oh. Hey, yo. Oh.
You got anything to say so far? Heavy breathing, Jump. That's a whole new world for you guys. That's a whole new
world. Oh, man. Well, it would have only been a week for you guys, but it's been 2 weeks since the last episode, and we were going through a list that Anna Akana had that she was reading off her Reddit.
Yeah.
So we're also going through it because we love Anna Akana. Go follow her, Anna. If you ever notice us, oh my god, amazing.
Hey.
Hi. Hi. I'm nervous. Anyway, just to recap, this is mostly for us because it's been 2 weeks. We're gonna go through, briefly read over the first 4 points, and then we're gonna continue with the next 4. Oh my god, I can't open my iPad. Yep. That's my passcode. All right. Oh.
His iPad password is 6969.
Shit.
Now you gotta change it, yo.
Yeah, that's true. That's okay. I'll leave it like that. I like that, yeah. Yeah.
What do you think of the number 69, Janjo? Do you like that?
You like the 69, yeah?
I like 80.
80. Well, what do you think about 69? It's a yeah or no?
Huh?
What do you like? Do you like the number 69? What do you think about the when you hear when you think the fuck? What do you think when you hear the number 69? Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
When you said that, said that, I thought of the meme of the kid. Did you ever have a dream that you could do anything?
That was definitely what I was feeling to you. I was just like, what? I'm like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm still saying something.
I like it, yo.
It was good. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts to
that kid, yo.
Memes, yeah. To the kid. Oh, I was another moment there.
That kid's probably like a late teenager now.
Oh yeah, because that was years ago. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Back when Vine was still a thing, right?
Vine, yo, Vine.
Shout outs to Vine. Rest in peace.
Man, remember King Bakio?
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
He's still doing stuff. I think he's like
so too.
low-key acting now or something.
Yeah. He has a bunch of like Netflix stuff too, hey?
Yeah, pretty jokes, but yeah, get that bag, man.
Get that bag, yo. I'll do jokes movies if
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
getting paid nice, yo.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't give a shit.
You mean it's like $500? I'll do it.
You know what? Honestly, yeah. If I'm up, yo, I'm up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if any of you are directors or looking for anyone to put in a movie, right over here, yo.
Yeah.
The both of us. Maybe
Shout
Janjo
outs-
too.
Shout outs to
Movie directors.
movie directors.
Anyway, the list.
Yeah.
The list. So the last 4 points are as follows. This is what we were going over.
All right,
So the 4 points we went over last week or 2 weeks ago. So important people come and go.
Mm-hmm.
Your diet isn't just what you eat. You have to let people down, and never let rejection lead to self-rejection. Some good points. We're not going to go over it again this week because we spent like an hour and a half last week going over that shit.
Yeah.
Not shit. Good, like valuable pieces of advice.
That good shit.
Good shit. So, if you're wondering about what we said about those things, tune into the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Get our views up.
Click up here.
Click up. Shit. I gotta make sure I put that in.
Click
the
up
video.
here.
Yeah, Janjo's pointing somewhere else, but I don't know.
Click here.
Click here for something else. The Janjo's Patreon, yeah.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, he basically said slap that link, yo.
Slap that like button, yo.
Slap that link, yo, and then who knows where that'll take you. But
right.
There you go. It's crisp. I'll briefly go over the 4 points we're going over today. If we get to all 4. So today we're going to be going over the last 4, which are own your responsibilities, quality over quantity, fairy tales will make you unhappy, and the last one is the fun is yours. Good points. So let's start with the first one. Own your responsibilities. So, I forgot what she said about this one, but I feel like this one was kind of like whatever, kind of like you reap what you sow, and then kind of like right after, like, kind of like the following of that, where it's just like, kind of like you kind of have to own up to whatever is a product of your decisions, type of thing, good or bad.
You're right.
Because I feel like it's either another moment, yeah. I'm gonna link that meme, yeah, of the kid.
You could just have his face like right here.
Just right here, yeah. Just right here. We'll have a counter, yeah. Have a counter of how many times I have that moment, yeah. Like,
have his face and then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Exactly.
I like
good,
that.
Good shit, yeah. I didn't even finish my point. Basically, just like owning up to what you did, I think it's a good thing, and not just leave it at that. Just like it's very good to kind of like, of course, like the good that comes out of your decisions. Of course, like enjoy that, live it, like fucking take it in 100%. Don't just be like, oh, it's only a good thing for it. It's only temporary. This isn't what's real. Like, oh, it's gonna suck after. Like, enjoy the good stuff, and for the bad stuff, it's just like, okay, shit happens. Can't blame everyone else. Like, I had a part to play in what happened. what can I learn from it? What can I do better? What can I take from this type of thing?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's kind of like what I'm getting from that point. How about you? What do you think?
On your responsibilities, I would say, I mean, like even on like the most like basic level, like whatever you're in charge of or you're obligated to do, even if it's as small as like your household chores, like taking ownership when you have failed to fulfill your responsibilities, or even owning up to even when you do a good job of it, like keeping yourself accountable, like, oh, I did this, I was able to accomplish this, and not like bragging about it, but like
Giving yourself credit.
Yeah, give yourself the credit you deserve, while also recognizing when you fall short of what is required of you without putting yourself down at the same time. You know?
It's like what's it called? Like making sure you're like, walking the balance.
Yeah.
Of course, like you gotta take the right steps forward on that, like, say, like what's it called again? Like the tightrope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fine line.
You can't go too far on one side, too far the other side. Just take what you can of both, move forward, and get to the destination,
Yeah.
Tightrope.
Yeah, the tightrope. Yeah, I don't know. Like, even at the same time, maybe another point would be like taking the time to know what is even your responsibilities and like what isn't. Like what are things that you can take ownership of and hold yourself accountable for, and like what are things that are out of your control and aren't your responsibility too.
That's a good one, because it's just like, at least for me, I'm good at being like kind of like seeing a situation I was like associated with, or like that I was kind of a part of, and like, putting too much of that on myself and be like, oh, like this whole thing was all because of me.
Yeah.
Or I should have like done more, even though technically you did do the most you could, because shit's out of your control sometimes. You can't control everything.
How about you, Jumpee? What are some ways that you take ownership of your responsibilities?
You say everything. I'm agree with you.
Yeah, like in your daily life, like how do you? What are some things that you do to keep yourself accountable for things you're responsible for, like at work, at home?
I finished physical education, but as a inside work is my responsibility is to be sure snack is enough for my kids, and planning program is a little bit stressing, and also outside work is just like they pay the bills, and I pay my own bills. I pay my insurance, which is if I die, quite a huge amount that my family will get if something bad happened to me. I would not say how much, but
that's okay. Yeah.
That's all right. So then, what I can gather, like a point that you're saying is like, you kind of have to, for your life, you take care of what is important for you, and then like if in order to stop yourself from feeling overwhelmed with other responsibilities that people put on you, you do your best to help share that load with other people in your life, right? like whether it's at work, sharing the responsibilities so that's not all on you, or even with your family, like making sure that like you're not the only one paying everything, right? Yeah, that's a good point.
Amen, Janjo. Amen. Anything else you got on this point?
I think that's all I got.
That's all I got.
Also,
too.
if you guys want like real context, like definitely check out her original video. What was it called again?
8
Life lessons people learn too late.
Yeah,
Is that the one?
that's the one.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, you got that. Got that in here.
I wasn't sure. I just needed that prompt.
Yeah.
Needed that prompt at the beginning.
You know what? I get like sidebar, but I get anxiety now about like if the camera's recording or not because we don't have the mirror anymore.
Yeah.
Can I go check?
Sure.
Okay.
You getting hungry yet, Janjo?
Oh yeah.
You getting hungry yet?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
A little bit.
A little bit. What are you craving?
Damn, that hair looks good.
The way I mentioned it earlier.
Sushi.
But,
How about a second and third option?
steak.
Steak?
Okay, sushi, steak. Third one.
Third one is whatever.
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 Where do you buy that? Are you cooking all of that, or which one are you cooking? Are we going to a restaurant for all of that? Or are we going to a restaurant for those options?
I don't know.
Yo, this
Deal.
guy.
Deal.
Don't know.
Deal. I'll
This
choose
guy-
whatever, yo.
Choose whatever too. I'm curious where to get that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. This guy said he's on a budget,
Mhm.
and then his first two options were sushi and then steak.
Yeah, yo. For someone who's on a budget, yo, those are pretty pricey.
Hey, if that's on a budget, yo, imagine when he's not on a budget.
When he has excess
yeah.
what's that? A high disposable income
Yeah.
in his budget.
Imagine, yo. Sky is definitely not the limit for this guy. Then, yo, shit,
Gold wrapped ice cream, yo.
dude. When I'm on a budget, yo, I'm on the streets, yo.
What should the third one is? Pinapaitan.
What?
Pinapaitan.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Shout outs to the Filipino dishes out there.
Pinapaitan. That's the goat, right? With the stripe.
Yeah.
The
Or it
tripes?
can like
So stripes,
be
tripes?
beef with like beef tripes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
just so good, yo.
I know, right? Just like diced up in that like savory, sour
Yeah.
stew, bro.
Mm.
Very nice. Very nice.
I like sinigang, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of sour, yo. Shit. Guess
How-
what, yo? I
yeah.
made the mistake of not eating before the podcast, yo. We're going badminton right after this, yo. It's kind of dangerous, yo.
That's tough, yo.
Yeah.
You gotta have to down like something.
I got a
quick,
Rice
yo.
Krispies right over here, yo. I got some black coffee here, too. It's going to be good.
You might have to take a shit, yo.
Right now?
No, you might have to take a shit
Probably.
after that coffee.
Oh, for sure. I feel it brewing, yo. Like how they brewed the coffee. Is the
That's
brewing
hot. That's
here
hot
now,
brew, yo. That's fresh
hot,
brew,
hot
yo.
brew, yo.
Fresh off the pot, yo.
Yeah, yeah. Coming in hot, yo. Sorry.
Anyways, next one. What's the
point, yo.
next point, yo?
Spent half an hour. It's 23 minutes. I mean, on 1 point, yo. Next one is quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. I really like this one. I think. Oh, Janjo, what do you got to say?
Oh, I thought you were leaning in because
Okay,
you
I
wanted
thought
to say
you
something.
wanted to say, yeah.
No, I'll finish what your question, then I'll say something.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, quality over quantity. I think that's a really good one because it's just it's really nice to have what's it called? I guess there's more. Fuck, I had a brain fart, yo. You first.
I have a fart for it. Just joking.
No, I saw the flex. I was like, God, thank God I opened the window earlier, yo.
From what I remember from the video, she made like a lot of comparisons to different contrasting situations. Okay. So like she was like, I'd rather have one great night with loved ones than 100 drunken nights. I'd rather have one meaningful relationship than 100 acquaintances or 100 night stands, night stands, right? Do you remember any other ones that she made?
I know those were two big ones.
Yeah, those are the big ones for sure.
Like even this literally applies to so many things too. Mm-hmm. Like fucking the pants you wear. Like fucking, it's so much better when you have like a pair you know you can rely on, that like will look good, stand the test of time. Mm-hmm. And yeah, sure, you know what, it's a little bit more work for the higher quality ones, but I feel like you get your money's worth and more when you invest, when you just put a little bit more effort into something more quality, whether it's like your pair of pants or like a friendship. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because it's just like, for like for lower quality things, you kind of just get your money's worth and that's it. But you, like with quality, it's just like you get that back, and then it just keeps on giving, type of thing. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I feel like it's so good because it just applies to like the smallest things all up into like big major things like relationships, or like big financial things like your home, or your car, or whatever, stuff like that. It's all across the board. It's just like, just makes more sense to have something quality and you know, like that's like solid, instead of something that just like, you know, I just want to have a lot of it. I just want to have a bunch of like 5 shitty cars will not compare to like one good solid like Toyota. Or sorry, I'm having car troubles, but it's fine. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling a little bit. I thought I had something to say about this, but it's really, for this at least, it's so simple, so good. It's just, I don't know. It's just makes so much more sense to just have something quality, that'll stand the test of time, that you can like hold on to, lean back on, push back on, and know that it'll still take your shit. Like I going back to pants, because I got like a couple pairs of Levi's, and I was just like, why am I paying so much for this shit? Those bitches have like been with me through like all sorts of weather, all sorts of numbers on the scale, and they haven't ripped. They've gone through my shit, still with me. They're right over there. Camera can't see it, but you know, but those pants, man, take care of me, and all I had to do is like, you know, like pay a little bit more than what I'd pay for, like, you know, oh, these jeans look good, they're pretty cheap, they'll look, yeah, it's fine. Like I've had wardrobe malfunctions, bro. It sucks.
Yeah, you know, as the song says, you know, last night took a nail, but tonight bounce back. Yeah, like even that, that's like, you take something as simple as like, what, as your pants, like what is something that like I make a decision, and even though I put myself in a situation where it might not be as favorable, like what is something in your life that you had already made a decision about, that no matter what happens, like if you come back around it the next day, you know that you're gonna be all right. Right, like even with people in your life, right? Who, like, would you rather have like a couple friends, like a bunch of friends who like you'll be able to have get lit with, or whatever, have quote unquote fun, and then like the next day when you're feeling shitty and you just want to talk and chill, they're not there for you.
Nowhere to be found.
Or would you rather have like a smaller circle of people that no matter how you're feeling, like you know that you have like an open ear or someone to even just go and eat with.
Yeah,
like it doesn't always
just even to talk with you.
Yeah,
because that's like fucking. You'd be surprised like how, or like talking to like audience, but like you'd be surprised like how many people are just like, sorry. Like when it comes to it, and they realize like, oh, who can I go to? It's just like there's really like a specific like level of friendship that you need before, like, not even for them to listen, but for you to open up.
Yeah,
because like that's just tough, yo.
Yeah, especially without like, because if you don't have that kind of relationship with a person and you like try and make yourself vulnerable or honest or transparent,
that can go.
Then they can take advantage of that, or they can even see that as being like oversharing and like kind of be like a turn off to that relationship. And like even that kind of relationship is like not one that you would really want to keep around.
Yeah, or like invest in really. Yeah.
How about you, Janjo? Is there, when you think about the statement quality over quantity, what are some like major things or some minor things that you think of? What?
You can say it on the mic, yeah. I can't hear you.
You can say
it right there. Say it right there.
I can't think anything.
There you go. That's all good, yeah.
That's all right,
Yeah, we're just see that example, yeah. That's just like owning your responsibilities. That's you know what? That's okay if you can't think of anything. It's all good. Just gotta own it. All good, yeah. No worries, Janjo. There you go.
Yeah, I'd rather you have like one thing, even if it's just one thing to say that you mean and you thought about, over just a bunch of bullshit, right?
Like fillers.
Yeah. That's okay.
That's all good, yo. Respect.
Mad respect, yo.
Yeah. Let's see. Next point. Fairy tales will make you unhappy. You remember her examples, right?
Unhappy?
Fairy tales will make you unhappy. So like, you know, like the standards of like, oh, you gotta be married by this age, have kids by this age, have your own house when you hit this this time or age or milestone or whatever. Where you just have to have these milestones at these times. And it's just like, what's up?
That question? I'm related that question. So couple, I think it was before COVID, we were in the bus all the way home, and then my dad said, oh, I was married by your age. You should get married soon because I'm getting old, and then you should get married like under, like you should get married by my age of 25 or I almost 30, or this year, or I almost turned 30. And then I said, my dad, chill, my dad, chill, dad. And this recently, when my dad last time he go to Philippines, he found a girl that he's so nice and care and responsible, and the twist is younger than me. Like he wants to marry, like he wants me much makeup of 18 years old, but I am like twice, I'm double of age already. And the reason is my dad said, and my parents said, the reason is younger, it's better you get married younger because so that way she can take care of you. And then I said, what the fuck? I said myself. And then, and then I said my parents, yeah, I'll look my own. Just chill. So that was the story.
Damn,
dude.
So would you say that pressure from your family made you unhappy?
Yeah. Yes.
Your parents' fairy tales made you unhappy, hey?
They have no patience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's not even their lives, yo.
Yeah, it's your life, yo.
Yeah, man.
And first of all, you should not be entertaining the idea of going after someone who's 18 or younger, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up on many levels too, especially because the whole goal of that was because you should marry this person just so they can take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a relationship, yo.
No,
That's called a fucking job.
that's called a fucking funeral. That's called a fucking nursing home.
That's
yo.
a nursing home, yeah. Just you gotta fucking take caretaker.
Yeah.
That's like that's it. That's so dumb, man. Like, don't waste someone's time like that, yo. Like, everyone deserves a fair shot at a decent relationship. Not for the sake of like, oh, I'm only with you because you're gonna take care of me when I can't. Bro.
Yeah, there's literally if you're worried about being taken care of, there's literally nursing homes and like different programs that make sure that you're taken care of when you're physically not able to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, right?
Like,
It doesn't mean you have to resort to finding some borderline minor aged person to just be with intimately and to be taken care of. That's like what kind of relationship is that?
I know.
That's not a relationship.
That's just a transaction.
Yeah, and like it sucks because like that's like a lot. Like you'd be surprised, like it might not look the same for a lot of people, but then like I noticed that like some people, especially guys, are really just looking for moms. Or like people to be people who will cater to them and make sure that they're wiping their ass for them, right?
Yeah.
And also the worst part is my dad said is he will pay my ticket, and then me and my dad's going to Philippines and then meet that girl that he's talking about 2 years 2 years ago or a year ago. So yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Don't entertain that, yo.
No, not worth it for anyone, yo. That's just it's taking away from you, taking away from that person or whoever he found.
Yeah, that's predatory behavior, you know. Like purposely seeking out someone who, like, not to say everybody at that age is like, and like not to say that everybody at that age is not emotionally mature, or because I know people that are like our age or even like older who don't have a sense of emotional maturity or empathy or like sense of objective like reality, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, purposely seeking out a relationship, a connection with someone who you know you can make an impression on, and who wouldn't necessarily know any better just because of like life experience itself. Like that's very predatory.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. And not to mention, like, these are like people who have like that kind of mindset also tend to think of women as people who need to be like who need to fit into a cookie cutter preset of characteristics that will cater to the things that they're either too lazy to do themselves or chalk up to the sense of the idea of tradition that like, oh, I don't need to do those kinds of things, whether it's like taking care of yourself, being able to like cook, doing like house chores, being sensitive and thoughtful and caring and loving, right? Like it's kind of wild that like some people, and like whether it's like guys or girls who like buy into that idea that that's like that has to be the dynamic of a relationship,
a relationship
of a home, even in general, right?
Man, that's like, fuck, I lost my train of thought again. Yeah, man, no, these fairy tales, yo, like, I don't know, don't let society like tell you what happiness is, man, like, or how dynamic should be. Like, it's just like fucking, I don't know, you really gotta like really think for yourself, like really make it make sense, because it's just like, I don't know, because like I feel like these fairy tales per se, it's so easy just for people to be like, oh, just do this and then equals happy, or equals like, you know, or it'll just make sense. No, like I've been hearing this a lot, and I really like saying this too. Make it make sense, make it make sense. Yeah, like shit doesn't just make sense. You gotta make it make sense, because like fucking one person's like understanding, you probably won't understand it. You gotta like, you know, dig in. You gotta like fucking sift through. You gotta see like the ins and outs and like why this equals this. And like sometimes just like one person's truth isn't your truth, yo. Yeah. It's just like fucking, or I guess truth wouldn't be the right word for that, but like one person's like understanding of something won't be yours. Sometimes you have to make your own understanding of a specific situation or a circumstance or whatever for it to actually make sense, so you actually know the hows and whys. Yeah, exactly. The whole thing. Like it's like just it's okay to buy into certain principles and ideas or mindsets. Oh yeah. But then like you have to do the work to make sure you understand just don't why they think that way and why you think that you like to think that way. And like even if you can like nitpick like things specifically that you agree with and like sift out the stuff, like you said, you digging and sifting through stuff that you don't agree with as well, right? Just like even like another fairy tale that like especially in like Southeast Asian culture, like this idea that like you were talking about, like having someone, just getting with someone, finding a partner, getting with them, getting married, establishing a home life, kids or whatever, just so that you can have someone take care of you and pass down your lineage to. Like I've seen too many relationships of that generation be unfruitful and unhappy. Yeah, just because it's so transactional. Not right now, right? Yeah. It's like very transactional and very like, oh, you do this, you do, I do that, and everything else in between. Like it's like we'll totally ignore our, or like maybe at one point they did have a meaningful relationship where they got to know each other and they cared about each other, like what they liked, disliked, and like cared about making each other happy on like a more intimate sense. But then ignored that because the basis of why they got together was completely just transactional. Yeah. And like, what kind of happiness is that, right? If that's the mindset that you're getting into these relationships for, right? Like, yeah. And I'm not saying that that's like your parents or anything, or I'm not even saying that's like anybody's parents in general. I'm just saying like from examples that I've seen, whether it's like out in public or people that I know, like distant relatives or close relatives, where they have that kind of relationship where it's not as good as it was before,
and they focus so much on what you have to do, what I have to do, that they've lost that relationship with each other.
Yeah, they've lost in emotions. Like they forgot the why.
Yeah.
To the what.
Yeah. They said this makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But they forgot to. They didn't do the work. They forgot about the work they did to they made it make sense.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Right.
It's just like what's it called? Oh fuck! I had a really good point in my head. Fuck! I need more coffee. But
take a sip, yo.
You're right. After. Wait, I think it's coming back. But it's just like, yeah, it's just like fuck! I lost it again. Yeah, because they it's just so just get lost in the what. So like, what's it called? Like having a relationship, but they don't remember why. Mm-hmm. It's like the whole point of it all. Like it's just so just going through life and just not remembering like the purpose. So now you're just going through the motions, and it's just like fucking. Okay, I'm getting lost in this point, but another thing I wanted to say too, because it's just like we're talking about like those like the standards that were implied to us from like Southeast Asian families, where it's just like we'll get together to have someone to take care of you, which is like not to rip on these traditions and cultures and like mindsets, because remember like it made sense to them to say like our parents' generation, like them coming from like a third world country to a first world country. See, in the third world country, that makes sense because there's no such thing as nursing homes, there's no such thing as public health, there's no such thing as like healthcare or whatever. No such thing as that. So it made sense. So like why like they made it make sense because it was just like it was not like that was just survival. Like it made sense. So they made it make sense back there, but then they just carried it over here. They're too lazy to really think about why they did that, and they're just like, oh, we grew up thinking this way, so you have to do it too because it worked for us.
Right.
But like you didn't do the work to like remember why you got together, why you had a big family. Because like the tradition is like you have a big family, you have lots of people to depend on, take care of you, because the reality is like it's the mortality rates out there is so quick. Like you say you have like if you have one kid, and then the chances of that kid dying before they turn 18, before they turn 25, before they turn 40 is super high. So if you have more kids, and if like if one of them dies, you still have 10 other kids, which is so like fucking bleak, but that's reality. Like I'm just saying facts. I'm not being like emotional. Like obviously like that's a heavy reality, but at the same time it's still reality. So it made sense. But here it's just like you carried it over so lazily, just apply it because that's how you grew, that's how things were, but you don't remember why things were like that. So that's where people get lost, and that's where it's just things get so toxic, because back there, like in a third world country, with that why, you're able to like really fully like build into that, because now with that why you can be like, oh, this is why, and this is why it's meaningful, as long as you have that why, instead of like you being here and just being like I don't know, like I have a big family, I don't know why I had a big family, so I don't care. So you lose that passion, you lose that motion, and now you're just like, oh, it's big family, I don't know why I have a big family. It was supposed to make me happy, it's supposed to mean something, but I don't know why. Like, since you don't know the why, you don't understand why it's supposed to be meaningful.
Yeah, why though?
So why? Like, why do I have a big family?
And it kind of sucks that like when the why is brought up, like with Southeast Asian culture, like our parents' generation, were met with like a sense of them feeling disrespected, whereas like not always, but like sure, it can, both sides can come into the conversations with frustration.
Yeah.
But like it's not always meant to be maliciously intended.
No.
And like being able to see, and like that disconnect of like that generation not being willing to figure out, to rework work out the whys and see, oh, we moved over here, and what are things that we've brought over from home that doesn't necessarily need to apply here.
Yeah.
And like that lack of work, and like being just so caught up with the daily lives of living in this kind of a country can make you unmotivated. I can see why it can make you unmotivated to try and rework your entire like mindset
That's
of
tough.
why of the whys, right?
Yeah.
And like that disconnect, and like bringing up kids here who can build their own whys and like make their own worlds make sense to them. And when they see that their parents' mindsets don't match up with theirs, it's like, oh, I wonder why.
Yeah.
And like when they see that their parents are unwilling to, then it kind of forms like this behavioral issue. I wouldn't say condition, but like this, like
situation.
The situation where like the kids are automatically feeling like, and I can say that for myself specifically, but like you create this kind of behavior within your children and the generations to come of like, hey, the older generation, you have to cater to their feelings, because not doing so is disrespectful to them. And you kind of build this idea within the next generation's heads of like, oh, what is the behavior that leads to less resistance and less conflict between me and them? What are the ways that I need to behave in order to not rile anything up? God forbid that they're willing to think about things outside of their own perspectives, right? You know.
Damn.
I don't know, Janjo. What do you think?
Oh, sorry. I was like lost in thought for a second. Yeah. I was just like,
What do you think? What are some things that like you can look back on from like even outside of the story that you told earlier? What are some examples in your life that you can see your perspective from the Philippines that don't necessarily line up with how you can see things being done here?
He said everything, so I think he covered everything.
Oh, okay. So like
for you guys though, anything you want to share, any stories you want to share, comment, DM, email, whatever it is. We're pointing the mic at you, just like we pointed at Janjo, yo. You want to hear?
Can you hear them?
Like this. There you go. See? Janjo hears you. Oh man. What point are we on? Are we on the second one still? Fuck, what is that? 69. Okay. Oh, we're on the last one.
Nice.
Oh, did you have anything else?
No, like I mean, I guess like one last point, like this idea of like mindsets, the difference of mindsets between people who are born here and people who even like that are our age who've immigrated here with their parents, like Janjo, and then our parents' generation, and because like even some of our parents who grew up here, and weren't born here but grew up here, and like even some of our parents who might have been born here, right? So like there's like a lot of differences in like mindsets depending on where you were raised, but like just like a point of just like a baseline point, like if we're all willing to see beyond what we think, it can go a long way into mending the different bridges that were burnt down
Or
just because of our differences of upbringings, right?
Yeah. It's putting in that effort, that time. Because it's just like, obviously it's just not going to come to you. And it kind of goes back to, what's it called? Just one point, I think. Like owning your responsibilities. It's just like, fuck, I had a moment again. I'm sorry.
Hey, even if it's something as small, even like not small, but then like even if it's something outside of like your relationship with your family or outside of like romantic relationships and like home life, going into like a different realm of like speaking on careers. Like I find that like with our with Filipino culture and like just like Asian culture in general, like there's like this big stigma around working healthcare or working accounting, anything to do with like finances type of thing, right?
Because it's just like stability and cash flow. Those two ideas are attached to the idea that those two things will bring you happiness. Yeah. Or that is what success is. Having a big bank account and a job that they can't fire you from. Yeah. So.
And like if people, and if you're not able to do that, then you just work 3 medial jobs. Yeah. Whether it's like fast food or like janitorial stuff, right? And like not this, and like it's kind of toxic because like that generation likes to, whether they did or not, whether they were able to or not, whether they were able to live out their dreams or not, they'll project those kinds of dreams and aspirations onto their kids. That's like they're trying to live through them, whether they've already achieved that, and be like, oh, I'm doing this, and I see the success in this, so you should do the same or something very, very similar. And like it sucks because it's like at the end of the day, like it goes back to that behavioral thing where like, oh, I don't want to upset my parents, so I guess I'll just have to sacrifice my life and try to find happiness in their dream and not into things that like I'm passionate about myself.
Like the idea that making them happy will make you happy. Yeah. No, that's like,
you're just like, that's
sabotaging yourself.
Yeah, sabotage, and like that's like the golden ticket towards long-term resentment for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, and like, yeah, when you do reach that resentment, then it's more wasted time, more like lost effort. Fuck, dude. Like, yeah, it's just it's so hard because people just get so lost in emotions.
Yeah, and like not everybody is like that open-minded to be like,
to break it down.
Yeah, you can do what you want, and you can do what you want to try, and it's okay if you fail at that. But at the same time, it's like not everybody's that willing.
No, it's just what's it called? It's a scary cycle because, like at the heart of it, like, both like say like patient. Fuck, sorry, I think I'm at work. Parent, kid. The goal is the same, to make it like they want to see each other happy. The way they're doing it's so wrong because they're just getting lost in emotions. Yeah. Like the parent, oh, this made me happy. Do the same thing, then you'll be happy. Then everyone's happy. And then the kid, it's just like, oh, if I see my parent happy, then it'll make me happy. No, man, like you really gotta find it for yourself, yo. Like, and then I feel like making you happy is what you have control of, and then whether the other people are, everyone else around you are happy or not, that's not up to you. That's up to them. Because everyone is in charge of their own happiness, which actually leads up into our next point, our last point, which is the fun is yours. Like fucking your fun, your happiness, whatever you want to call it, that shouldn't be up to like how your parents feel or whatever the fairy tale is at the time. Like having a house at 25 shouldn't be like, you know, you shouldn't depend on just the idea, like just that idea to like make you happy. But you know, like maybe you do want, like maybe that does excite you, by all means. Or maybe what excites you is just like, oh, being able to just like be like a nomad, and have no home. The world is your home. That's even cooler too. Whatever it's like, not cooler. That's cool too.
That's cool for you, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever, like it's yours. It's whatever you define. Happiness is like whatever you define it as, and it's just like, you know, you shouldn't play into these fairy tales or these expectations that aren't yours for your happiness. That doesn't even make sense. Like when you say it out loud, it's just like, oh this thing that's mine, this happiness. Yeah, it depends on you. So like that makes no sense. Like, because like imagine if it was all run like that, and it's just like we're all depending on something else to make you happy, or someone else to make you happy, whatever it is. And then if everyone did that, no one would be happy, because you'd just be looking at the next person. Oh, you're supposed to be happy. That can be happy. Like, no. I don't know. In my head, it doesn't make sense. I feel like there's more of an explanation that's not going to come out, because I'm having moments today. So sorry, you go on before I lose my shit.
Yeah, like just this idea of like not allowing what you think is fun for you to be dictated by other people or society, right? And I think that's so important, because like I find, even like for me, growing up, for like even the longest time, even up until like just as recent as like 2021 or something, like even up to this day, like I'm continually realizing and trying to put up those boundaries within my own head of like, hey, I think I enjoy this. I'm not harming anybody by doing that. And and it makes me happy. I find fulfillment in that, or relaxation in that, or satisfaction, and that's okay. And that's important, because like if it's fun for me, then that's all that matters. I'm not gonna let anybody else tell me what I can have fun with, as long as you're not doing anything fucking illegal or fucked up, right?
Yeah, like obviously there's a gray area where it's just like, you know, where you're taking away or harming you or yourself or someone else, and that's where it's just like, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you shouldn't let anyone else define what your happiness is, because it's your happiness.
Yeah.
That's what's going to make sense to you. It has to make sense to you, because that's what makes you happy. So obviously no one else is better at doing that than yourself. So
I guess like I just thought of it now, but like, what are 3 things that for you, or for you or for me, or what are 3 things that you can say that you have fun with, that you like to do, that you want to work on not being ashamed of it, or like things. What are 3 things that you've gotten flack for, like you've gotten resistance from, like someone's told you, oh, you shouldn't like that sucks, that's lame, like that's not fun,
including yourself? Yeah.
Sometimes you guys out there too.
Sometimes you tell yourself that you know, oh, this shouldn't be fun. Yeah. Guilty. Fuck.
Yeah, and if that's the case, like knock yourself out of that. Like that's, if you're enjoying it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like so I guess like 3 things for me, I guess would be watching anime, trying new foods, and being by myself. You know. Yeah, I'm trying to work on like being. I mean, I wouldn't say like proud of it, but like not allowing what other people think about those things to shape how I enjoy them, or like
or to
even
impede on
consider
them.
not doing them. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like for me, anime, trying new foods, and being by myself. What are 3 things for you, Janjo, that
Bring you joy.
That bring you joy? That
create, build something
Yeah.
like Lego or clay, painting, and play games sometimes, and watch anime.
Nice.
How about you?
Content creation is one. I really love like doing podcasts, doing photography, posting about it, making something of it. Cars, number 2. Driving cars, working on cars, that's kind of tough sometimes. Literally this weekend it was tough, but it's okay. We still satisfying, still enjoy it. It's weird, I know, like even like all of yesterday when I was working on that fucking car, it was like, it's so annoying, but it's just like, it's somewhere I want to be. It's like, I'm okay with it. I enjoyed it. It's weird. It was a weird kink almost. It's weird. Like, I'd call it a kink because it was just like, I basically suffered all day, but it was like, at the end of it, it was just like,
I still like that.
I still like that. It's weird.
That's all right, yo.
Yeah, I guess that's what like people that like BDSM think, yo. I think that's probably the closest I'd ever got to it, but
That's a little bit more constructive than that, but yeah.
yeah. Sorry, this is taking a turn, but my third thing. Or like trying some like, in general, trying new things or being like kind of outside the box. But I feel like that comes from being very sheltered as a kid, out of either traditions or necessity. Necessity being like I had allergies, I couldn't try new foods, or I couldn't be in certain situations because the risk was too much.
Right.
I also had asthma too. Still kind of have it. I don't know anymore. I don't have my puffer. So my puffer's somewhere, but and then
You just built different now, yo. That's why.
I guess.
Shout outs to people who are built different, yo. I see you.
We
I
see
see
you.
I see you. This guy's built different, yo.
Oh, always, yeah, dude. Fucking Jen was smacking us earlier, dude. I think my arm's still tingling. It's actually probably still red, yo.
Yeah, that's why I have my leg up. I lost blood flow here.
Oh shit. Because of you, Janjo. Sorry, yeah. Necessity was like allergies and stuff like that, so I couldn't have foods, couldn't be with certain people, or be out alone, or be somewhere without proper supervision or whatever. And then like tradition, where it's just like being in like a more sheltered situations. Like I only saw people from like, again, not to rip on the church, but like that was the reality of it. My only friends were just from school and church, which were connected. So it was only the very close circle. I barely saw my cousins. Couldn't go out with, like, I didn't have friends outside of those circles, which is not a bad thing. This is the reality of it again. So yeah, that type of thing. So yeah, those are my 3. Create content creation, cars, and trying new things. Yeah. Just to sum it up, I rambled a lot there. I thought I was going to lose
Your 3
it.
funds. Your 3 funds.
My 3 funds. What are your 3 funds?
Yeah.
I want to hear. Part of it because like I want to try new things, so obviously I'm going to try some of the fun things that you guys are doing. We'll have to hear back. Maybe we'll share them. Yeah. I don't know. Anything else you want to say I'm very excited for this outro.
What's fun is fun, and I got one more fun thing is Janjo's outro song.
Yeah.
You're singing an outro song, right? Right? You're gonna sing one more song, right?
Yeah. Fasten your seatbelt, folks. If you listen to this in the car. If you're not in the car, well, still fasten your seatbelt. It's good for you.
This one, type it in the comments below if you know the name of this song.
Hit it, Janjo.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. 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 Baby, don't you get it? You want to wear it. I know it's just a succeed. But wait till that's a stress. You just sorry. I did. Tell us you just try. You what you are, what you do, what you know, that is you, what you right, what you right. You say what you say, and you say, I just show you, you should love me. I just want you, wait you, oh, you. You association, right to resurrection, so to resurrect, so on to me. So you still love you, love you, love you, love. Yeah. Just thank you, Fox.
Wait, what?
How about the rest of the song? The rest of the song.
Honest, Fox, that song I sing is kind of fast to me. Sorry, Fox.
I respect that.
Hey, man. Honesty, yo. Honesty.
We'll put the name of the song in the description below. But guess right now, and then look in the description to see if you're right.
Yeah.
If you actually, there's no way to know if they guessed it right or not.
Oh, fuck it.
But hey, good job if you guessed it right.
Yeah. If not, well, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Honesty. And on that note, yeah, I think that's it.
That's it. That's all.
That's all. I think I was gonna say something, but I don't want to spoil it yet because then we're planning some things, right? I think we're thinking about the same thing.
I think so.
Yeah. Hopefully, by the time this episode comes out, we'll be. Sorry, Janjo's hand's distracting me. We'll have some updates about that. So until then, peace out. Blasting off until the next episode. Blast off in 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry. Got me.
Peace.
Shit.